Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across the Amazon. Today we find Tlatahin walking through the Tellurian of this uh, part of the Sept, which is not a place we find her often. And she is looking for someone in particular. She has a bag with her. It's not pretty unusual, but I just wanted it stated here, to be honest. Um, she's looking for Teresa because, well, a couple of days ago, some shit went down. He almost killed Teresa. Uh, yeah.
No, it was just an average day on set.
Potato, potato. Cub almost killed the foster. So yeah, she's definitely looking for the alpha of the Shadowrunners.
Yeah,
Um,
of all two of them, unfortunately, Tier.
for all two of them, but she's still looking for her. She's probably gonna start like at the place where people go to get food, and if she can't find her there, she'll try to search in the area where the Shadowrunners usually sleep.
Yep. If the first place she
Like,
checks is the Shadowrunner's tents, which is like it's a pretty well maintained cardboard palace, which is almost unnecessarily clean in comparison to the rest of the tents. Um, Teresa isn't there. However, if Flataheen simply asks around, she will be told that Teresa is. I assume there's some kind of lake here. If there isn't, there is now.
there is a
Um,
riverside.
Riverside. Okay, yeah. Teresa's just cleaning herself over there.
Flatter will stop rolling. We'll stop herself from rolling her eyes because that's where she usually is, and she.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's totally cool.
Hilarious.
She's probably at a different part of the river. Or they walked around the circle, so she just missed Teresa. So she'll get back to the riverside to find Teresa there.
Yeah, Teresa is in. She's in lupus form, but she's been hanging around a little bit more in lupus form over the past week or so. She hasn't taken Hamid too often, but yeah, she's currently kind of just rolling about in the river. Looks like she's trying to clean herself.
And Latin will go to the shore and will roll over and wait.
Okay, it's not terribly long before Teresa kind of stops, recognizes that Tlatahin is there, and is presenting herself. She'll climb out, get on the shore, shake herself dry, not being far enough so that way Tlatahin doesn't get all like wet and stuff, even though she probably doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Yeah, that's okay. And she'll say, "Go ahead and get on up, Tlatahin. What you need?"
She she'll roll back on her knees and remains seated. She stares at the feet of Teresa. Well, the paws, I should say. um, Teresa Ray, I need to apologize for what happened a couple of days ago. I seriously injured you, and that was very wrong. And I hope you will accept this. And she'll from her bag, she'll get a Gaia's breath, and we'll kind of shove it towards Teresa.
Um, Teresa, considering she does not have opposable thumbs in this form, um, she'll she'll relax to Hamid and take it, and say, "Thank you, Salatahin. It means a lot to me. I'd also like to apologize for at least my role in that incident."
What I've understood, you just was you tried to stop us or stop me. I am I frenzied. couldn't help it, but I lost my self control.
Well, we are Garu and do have rage. I'm just glad nobody died. Because I know that. I don't know if Tapisha told you, but she did shield you when I lost myself.
Yeah, she did. Um, it's. I would understand if you want to punish me for making you frenzy like that.
My issue in and of itself isn't the well placed hit on myself, as Teresa will kind of smile, meaning that to be a compliment. My primary issue, and it's more of a worry for yourself and Tapisha, two Garu that come from stock of pure tribes. This is not the first incident that I've really bore witness to between either of you and a member of one of the other tribes. As Teresa tries really hard not to say Wormcomer because she can't say that.
Deltine's eyes kind of shoot up to Teresa's face and then lower down again. It's not our fault.
I'm I'm not saying I wasn't there for the whole thing. I know Philodox. I'm not here to say you was wrong or he was wrong or who fucked up. I just know that if we're gonna be a cohesive and well put together set, we've got to find a way to at least, when conflicts like that do come up, deal with them in such a way as they don't end up like the way that they did last time. And this isn't just, again, this isn't just on you. This is also on me. You already know that my opinion on the Fianna isn't the highest. And I'm not gonna lie, when Saoirse and Aiden first came on, I had to swallow a lot of my feelings about that.
I I didn't frenzy because he is what he is. It's because of what he said.
She'll nod, like, so what did he say?
I I tripped and I bumped against him and he
Hmm.
got angry and made several comments about me being a metis and being clumsy, which I agreed to. But then he started to bring my tribe into it. He started to talk about Wendigo like he knows anything about that. And he said that I would probably hate him because I was a Wendigo, and then went on from there. I wanted. It's just the Wendigo. I don't want to hear him talk about them like that. He doesn't know anything about them. I didn't say anything. I didn't bump into him because he was a Fianna. I bumped into him because I slipped. Because I am a filthy metis. and my feet are just more clumsy than those of the others. I didn't bump into him because I was a Wendigo.
I believe you.
So when he said things like that, I just got very mad.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. He didn't tell me to go. He didn't tell me it was okay to go or that I should go. And I couldn't stop myself.
She'll kind of nod, kind of listen to all this. I hope that Jacob is able to smooth things out between you two, at least so that things can be coolly civil.
Jacob said to that I had to make a rite of contrition to him. And I agree that I should have kept my temper. I deserve more punishment than I'm given right now.
Teresa will. She would just respond with, "It's. I'm not really born on the moon as to whether or not I agree or disagree. I'm mostly whether it be a way that you feel or confusion or any other sort of circumstances, you have run into quite a bit of trouble with members of those other tribes. And don't get me wrong, I'm probably going to be talking with Aiden too about kind of where his head's at, since he just got here, and he feels like if he feels like he has to watch his back, not necessarily from you, then he's not going to be as effective in combat. Now, making sure everyone's combat ready, that's my moon.
I would never deliberately hurt someone. At least not without a good reason. And I everybody who is on Sept and who's working to defend Gaia doesn't give like that's not a good reason to I need to be afraid of me. I'm I mean I'm not doing anything. At least I'm trying to. But the instances that you spoke of, Eric, Raya, I mean, we've and I think I am. I'll make a subterfuge roll on that, actually.
Oh boy.
4 successes.
You automatically win because that's higher than my dice pool.
Nice. Okay, I don't mind him. Um, and I I didn't have any other issues besides with Kumba, and I am not. I am not in a position to give my opinion about him. I might have done so. I still stand behind those words.
Teresa will nod, and she'll say, "Yeah, I've known that you two never really got along too well. Um, you guys generally kept it to yourselves, so I honestly I didn't see too much. There wasn't much of a harm in it. You can have a negative opinion of somebody.
I would still defend him in battle, as I would with the new arrivals.
I know at least in Kumba's case that that at least that level of kindness is reciprocated.
I can understand if the others don't want to. But I would not deliberately harm or work against them,
Hmm.
ever. In the end, we all have to be guardians of Gaia, so in ability.
She'll nod.
Go.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
No, she wasn't gonna say anything. She was just nodding, just kind of nodding along.
But I may be a Metis, but I'm still Wendigo. And if they bow my tribe, actually Wendigo yet, for me, say that I I get upset.
As is a very typical response when you bring up someone's tribe. I know I tend to feel ways when people throw shade at the glasswalkers.
Teresa, Raya,
Yes.
you said you know a little about Fiona because things in your past.
Yes.
What do Fiona like? I mean, I need to do the rites of contrition that comes with symbolic presence. Could you tell me something about Fiona so I would know to do it right?
Teresa will kind of think about it and she'll say, while I was hmm, what I know about the Fianna is very limited in comparison to another that is a full member of the tribe, but I can still tell you what I do know. Um, when I was a when I was a Fianna kin at my original home set. The Fianna are it may surprise you, but they are a people that hold their own culture very dearly. This is especially true with the American Fianna who are so far from home. However, a big virtue for them. People talk so much about passion like it's just some kind of word when you talk about the Fianna, but to actually dig into that emotion, it's about sincerity, really, when you get to the heart of it. Any self-respecting Fianna would respect genuineness and that outright expression of a feeling rather than the pomp and circumstance of it. At least that's what I had noticed.
She nods. Okay. So be sincere.
Yeah. Now, if Aiden comes from the homeland, the Fianna homeland, she'll correct herself. Mm, a little bit of observation to tradition can also help out with that as well. Because while the pomp and circumstances is secondary, the Fianna are still a surprisingly conservative tribe. Flatahine doesn't need to roll empathy to know that Teresa's trying really hard not to talk shit right now.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. She is very grateful for this.
Like, I know an arrangement I have with Alana. She has given me quite a few assists in combat. And so I've promised her a couple of drinks on me, which I actually still need to pay up on. I know that you have feelings about alcohol in general,
Hmm.
but a common misconception is that Fianna drink just to drink, which isn't quite the case. The alcohol itself isn't the point. It's, I don't want to say it's what you do with it, but it's partially about some of that breaking away from all the horrors of fighting the worm when you get to just be with your pack mates and your kin and your family and have a home, something to come back to when all that's done. Oh boy, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'd have to get all three because I'm in fucking hot. I'm fucking hot, man. Oh god. Nope.
Okay. So she nods. with a pretty much an unreadable expression on her face. She's taking in what Teresa says.
Yeah. Teresa herself is, if in the back of Teresa's head, she's just like, I've never seen a Fianna believe any of this. This is just what they told me they fucking think.
where where do you think I can find this alcohol that they like?
I can I can get you the hookup. Um, Knowing Aiden, he definitely seems like some good whiskey will probably be good for him. Get him some little aged.
You don't need to roll perception empathy on Platine, so she doesn't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, whiskey? The fuck is that?
Teresa will kind of look over to Latahine and be like, all right, look, we can do this together. I'll help you get the hookup and can get that to him.
She looks relieved. Thank you, Teresa Raya. Is there anything I can do for you in return? Make a Gaia's breath for you if you like, a couple of weeks. Let's give you one as payment. Yes.
More guys' breaths are never a bad thing.
Okay. Then would you mind if I would give you one every week for a month as payment?
That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Um,
She'll start with handing out an extra one that she had in her bag, because she always has a couple of them with her.
all right, and she'll kind of turn over to Latine like, all right, so shall we? I know a couple of guys.
Latino get up and will nervously nod. And we'll follow Teresa.
Yep. And as Latahine and Teresa go on a magical adventure to get some aged whiskey.
Yeah, I think we can end the scene there. Thank you, player, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And enjoy your evening, or morning, or, well, day.